La 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 la. La 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 la. She really hates him, it's really true.
Testing 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you like that?
Yeah, it sounded
I don't
good.
like the way that looks today.
I don't. You don't like the way it looks any day.
I know, but today it's like too high
That
up.
picture is slanted.
No, it's not.
It is. Look at it. It's on an angle. The other way. Keep going. Keep going. There. That's straight. But it's because of how it's hung. I don't want to get up.
Okay, leave it.
People, you got to look at a picture crooked. Look at that.
Should I fix it?
Do you know how?
Yeah.
You got to get up and move it onto the. Let's see. Oh, the other way. There. Good. There you go. Still a little slanted. Still a little not level. No, towards you. Are you? You're not smart when it comes to carpentry.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
You know, I know a lot about carpentry. I used to have a remodeling business.
Mm-hmm.
We should do a lot of Victorian houses. When I painting, I had like 7 guys working for me when I was like 22. I had the biggest painting business in my town.
I feel like we've gone over this before.
I never went over this.
Yeah, you've talked about it.
First of all, we've done almost 500 podcasts. Sometimes you'll repeat things.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to radio? You think they do something new every day? People repeat. Biggest podcasters have the same guests, repeat guests. Everything is recycled. But because of new listeners, you get new listeners.
Oh, you're right. And they should always know about your remodeling business, right?
Oh, it's just something to talk about. People out there can relate.
Yeah.
I got season 3 of Landscaping with Rich coming up. Everybody's looking forward to it.
We're getting new blinds. Maybe you should do blinds with Rich.
I'm buying new blinds. I'm putting in new blinds.
Wait,
Yes.
you're not taking any of my money?
Yeah, I'm taking the money out of our
So
out of our business account for it.
Oh,
All right, so both of us pay in the long run. Both of us pay in the long run for new blinds. It's just something you got to do when you have 190 units being put up in your back fucking yard. I'll show you guys a picture of it if you want to see it.
of what?
The building's going up.
Oh,
Hold on, don't go anywhere.
do you know where a camera is? Where's the camera?
Oh.
Who's dumb?
Yeah.
Who's dumb? Do you think, me or you, or both of us?
More you than me. It depends.
Okay, that's good.
That's it? I'll turn it sideways.
You don't need it. They don't need to see it again.
side
Nobody,
view.
nobody cares.
Wait, hold on. Wait till
But why is
focus
it only half your screen? Like, I don't get it. Okay, can I see?
That's one house away.
Okay, thank you.
There. Jeez. One house away from us. And they're not even, they're rentals, but 2 bedrooms, 3,000, 1 bedroom's 2,000. So I guess there'll be upscale people and affordable housing, which is still, I don't care who lives there. It's the fact that it's there. I don't care if it's all ex-convicts or a big rehab. I don't care. I don't care about any of it, to tell you the truth.
As long as you got your blinds, right?
Yeah. Even if we have a little dinner on the back deck, they could watch. I'll wave. I got a telescope out there. I got binoculars. I could peek. See what's going on. See if there's any hotties living over there through the window, right? You could look. See if I see anybody, I know. All right, let's move on. Let's pick up the pace. This is a special My Wife Hates Me. This business, I'm so, I don't want to say names. And
What is it that's bothering you?
I don't know. It's just people like,
The people that you've helped out not helping you.
oh no, I don't care about that one.
Oh.
Well, that too, but you know, you do think you can't expect them to help you because you help them. You do whatever because you're a good
Selfless.
person.
It's supposed to be selfless.
Yes, you don't. It's like charity. You don't donate or send money and then tell people because then it's self-serving. You know, I do what I do for me to be a good person. You know, even I don't even want to talk about. I just for people. Yeah,
I'm having a hard time.
Somebody who I'm not working with anymore. Who's I think a little over his head. You know,
Over his head. What does that mean?
You know, took on too much.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to move on. I hope everything goes well in your life, and I'm not going to attack the person in any way. I said, I'm just going to move on. And he goes, yeah, I'm sorry. Let me, I got all this going on. It's a lot of personal stuff.
Because let me call and explain it to you.
Yeah, I'll text you in the morning. I'll call you in the morning. What's today? Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Monday, he goes, I'll call you in the morning, Tuesday. He never called. And I want to text, this is the reason I'm moving on.
Right.
And I'm going to text him.
Well, just ignore him now. You're moving on. Like, just don't take his calls or anything. It's just like...
But why do people, I
don't know, because I honestly...
I worked a club about a month ago, and it was great. I hit bonus. The guy loved me, took me out to lunch. He goes, yeah, let's redo something. And I want to go back there because I want to go an extra 2 days and do a golf trip somewhere that's real nice. And I go, let's put this together. Because I'm already booking up the fall, of 2022. I'll be done with this, whatever. I'm starting to work on the fall. And he goes, yeah, I'll get back to you tonight. Or, and people are busy, but just don't say I'll get back to you and not get, I don't ghost people. If I don't know, maybe I'm just.
Well, it's especially triggering for you, I think. And I know you hate to hear about this, but you have some abandonment issues and some daddy issues.
No.
Yes.
No, I have responsibility issues.
No, don't you remember when that lawyer wouldn't call you back and you were like losing it and calling him all the time? And
well, don't lie. Just say fuck off.
I know, but why don't you just accept that not everybody's perfect? Not everybody's going to do exactly what you want them to do.
I don't want them to do. I'm only wanting them to do what they say they're going to do.
I know, but lots of people don't because, maybe he really is in a very overwhelming situation. Maybe he truly forgot that he's told you.
Oh, all you got to do is look at your phone and you see.
Right, but you've never... But this is the thing. Have you never made a mistake or you've never been overwhelmed? I'm not saying the guy's right. I'm saying, why does it bother you so much? You've already decided to move on,
yes.
So move on.
I'm talking about somebody different now.
But I know, but I'm just saying it's like it connects. You get connected in a way that's something deeper. Okay, why would you do that?
Oh, you're right. I don't get connected to something deeper. I'm just responsible. I'm an adult.
No, you are. You have a very, very hard time just kind of being like, oh, well,
no,
that's that.
Maybe
Moving
I did,
on.
oh, well, the first 3 times.
No, you absolutely want a response. You absolutely waiting for them to be like,
no.
I'm sorry, Rich, or some closure, or you get to say your
everybody
piece.
Likes closure.
No,
yes.
Not everybody likes closure. That's why some people ghost. That's
right.
Not everybody likes closure.
That's because that's their.
I don't like. I just,
Excuse me.
This guy that I worked with recently. So, at that club, that cricket comedy or whatever. I shouldn't say the thing, but okay. So the guy, the opener, he was pretty funny. So, before I went on, I said, "Hey, that great set, or whatever," and then when I came off, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, I was wondering if, I'm thinking about moving to New York. Could I call you or talk to you about and pick your brain about stuff?" Which drives me fucking bonkers. it's like, why would I have time for you? Like,
So, did you tell him no, or you said yes?
I said, I don't think I have a brain to pick. I made some kind of like stupid joke like that. So then he DMs me and he goes, hey, it was great working with you the other night. So I just have a few questions about working the New York scene. Like, where do I start? And then I didn't even finish. I just deleted it. It was a whole long text, and I just didn't even finish reading it. And I just deleted it. And I was like, why does this fucking asshole think that I would have time to explain to him the fucking comedy scene in New York? Like, it wasn't like, hey, I'm struggling and I know you're busy and I need help. Like, it wasn't like that. It was just like an entitled, like, hey, I'd like to pick your brain. It's like, go fuck yourself. What? Isn't that weird? The things that people ask now are crazy. People constantly DMing you. Can you retweet my album? It's not like, hey, you know, your comedy means a lot to me, so I'd love it if you retweet. It's just, hey, retweet my album. Especially women, because they do this thing where they're like, hey, you're a woman, I'm a woman. You support women. Retweet my album. It's like, I don't know. I haven't seen you do stand-up, ever.
This guy...
I saw you once on a fucking TV show for 2 seconds and complimented you. Now I got to retweet your fucking album? It's so weird.
Yeah, but when we had our movie out,
I never did. You did. I only asked my friends who I could actually talk to personally, face to face. But yeah, no, I understand that people do it, but there is a way to do it. There's a way to get information. It's not like this weird kind of entitled, just do it. You know, people that ask me to retweet their album sometimes are just like, hey, retweet. They're not like, it's just copied and pasted from they're copy and pasting that to every single person they ask.
A guy yesterday, I don't know if it was through Instagram or Twitter or whatever, he goes, hey, I have a Monday night in New York. Can you do it? Which I don't like working Mondays. And I go, I write back, how much? And he writes back, I can get you $20. What? So I said to him, I go, can I call and you just put the telephone by the microphone? What makes them think? I guess New York comics that live there just want to go on stage and work and do spots, which is okay. But how would anybody think that me would drive from New Jersey for $20 to do...
Well, maybe you have a spot in the area or
on a Monday.
I know that, but I guess like those I don't mind. Like I just don't answer them 90% of the time.
I like to,
but I don't mind in case.
I like
yes, because what if I just happen to need a spot that night or whatever? Like I'd rather that shit come in than
if I needed a spot and I knew there was a place, I would just walk over there and go put me up.
Well, I don't even know if that's true.
What do you mean? If I would do that?
I mean, comics are insane now. They're totally insane. They come into the stand, they walk over, they're like, hello, I'm so-and-so, and they shake your hand. You're like, yeah. Dude, this isn't the fucking financial district. This is comedy. Go away. Like, what makes you think you just fucking come up to me and introduce yourself? Like, or if you say something funny to them, they're like, oh, hey, now, where did that come from? Yeah. That came from a comedy mind, a brilliant comedy mind. That's where that came from. So, like,
I know, and at the table,
pave the way. I think if I come into the stand and there's people in the green room, they should all stand up and be like, hey, they should make a fucking, because they're in there, they don't really.
I don't like that they smoke pot and cigarettes.
They smoke pot, they smoke cigarettes, they're just in there lounging, there's nowhere to sit. It's like, well, I got to sit in a folding chair? Yeah. Bitch, get up off the couch.
Yeah.
Okay, I sound like such a dick right now, but it is true. But it's like I work there for real. You're just here on somebody else's fucking show that you're friends with. It's like, stop acting like we're peers. We're not.
I know, especially at the stand, because the one table, like the cellar has a bunch of different tables where comics can sit at. Like there's certain tables you don't sit at. To stand, you got to sit with these fucking new comics, and they think...
Well, you don't have to.
Well, you don't want to stand.
I sit by myself a lot of the time.
Yeah, I do, too.
Or I go stand in the kitchen a lot, like the downstairs kitchen.
Yeah.
You like talking to them.
Some of them, sometimes. It depends who's there. But then they think, they're at your level or whatever. I don't fucking know. I mean, I don't care. I like helping out new people.
Yes,
I
right.
was
But
just
it's the entitlement, or it's the like, I've been doing stand up for 3 years, and you know, I sometimes they go to introduce the MC will be like, "What's your name?" It's like, no. This is your fucking job, bitch.
Yeah.
Like you go look. There's a list. Then go Google it if you don't know.
I know.
Go read my wiki. I don't know what it says there, but
Your wiki.
you know what I mean. It's like you want to
I told
credit.
one girl not to go crazy. They're fucking horrible. They're just fucking the worst. I said, listen, nice and easy. Hey, let's go. And then goes,
We shouldn't do this again because we already did this once.
I know, don't do crowd work if you don't have a fucking joke to follow.
Oh my God, there was a guy.
Hey, look at this couple married 36 years. Boom, that's it. What the fuck? What are you announcing? Are you introducing them?
This is the funniest thing because I see them do the crowd work like that where I'm like, what do you think your job, because you know you do the very, very funny like bad crowd work guy, which is, I've seen people just do that, like not a bit. They're just like, oh, where are you from? Ohio. Great. Oh, I've never been there. Cool.
Yeah.
It's like, you should have a better response than your mom would have. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you think your job is? Like sometimes I watch them and I just go,
so bad.
like their stand up is like not even what would pass for, you know, like
for a substitute teacher.
Yes, it's like, what are you doing up there? Like, and how come nobody in the audience ever gets mad at that? Like they're never like, hey, we paid for jokes and there's no jokes in this one. They only get mad at jokes. It's like, you should be mad at that person who came up here, wasted 20 minutes of your time with zero fucking jokes or interesting information.
When this girl goes, hey, these two are married 36 years, and then fucking nothing.
No, she acts like that applause is for her. You're like, oh.
She's the worst. There's so many that are bad. It's unfucking believable. And I'm going to say it, even though you don't say it, even though it's your theory. Fucking middle acts, they're not your tour dates. They're not your fucking tour dates.
Stop putting tour dates on your Instagram. That's not. I'm sorry. You're opening for other people. Yeah, that one you're opening for Bobby Kelly. That one you're opening for Joe DeRosa. That one you're opening for Jessica Kirson. That one. It's like, also some of them just put the cities, which I think is hilarious because they'll just be like, you know, Somerville, New Jersey, you know, whatever. And it's like, well, we wouldn't even be able to find you because the show's not even under your name. Like you like.
You're putting your fucking tour dates.
They're like got an animated thing, and it's like they're spending money on someone making a poster, and it's like tour dates for someone you've never, who's only spent an hour total on stage for the entire time.
It's fucking amazing. It's what social media has destroyed. Fucking comedy, or is destroying it, because you have these YouTube stars at clubs. They're not comedy clubs, they're YouTube clubs during the week, and that's okay. You got to earn money, you got to keep your club alive, but it's just
also there's the thing of that, like if somebody posts a clip, which a lot of the clips are garbage, it's a garbage clip, so they post a lot of like heckler videos because they don't want to use their real material. It's like, use your fucking real material. Like, write a new joke. You have all day, every day. Write a new fucking joke. So then they'll put on their. So then people think that that's what comedy is, heckling. That's why there's so much more heckling than there used to be.
There's not that much heckling.
And not to you, because you look scary. But then there's the other thing where they put a garbage clip up. Somebody goes, this isn't funny. They get all fucking furious, haters. It's like, they're supposed to be haters. They're making you better. You're supposed to listen a little bit to the audience. It's not completely out of hand. I'm not saying the audience is always right. I'm actually have the theory that the audience is mostly wrong. Even when you're killing, they're mostly wrong. However, the idea that you take in no fucking information from the outside is ridiculous also. It's like, that's you've been doing it 3 years. Do you really think every fucking bit you do is killer? No.
No, none of them are probably.
None of them are. That you shouldn't be putting them on your fucking Instagram.
Yeah, posting your fucking dates like you're fucking on a world tour.
I know.
The headliner could any moment go, you know what, I'm bringing someone else. Or, you know, it's...
Sorry, guys. I had to cancel because the headliner got COVID.
Yeah, it's sorry, I had to cancel. My car broke down, so the headliner found somebody else.
Someone else to drive them. Sorry.
It's
also
amazing.
it's like Mariah Carey doesn't have this kind of like, you know, graphic design for her, you know, her world tour. It's like insane how much effort they put in. How many pictures can you have of yourself? It's crazy. People have to stop posting selfies. Like when you come across somebody else's selfie, do you really think like, oh, I'm so glad they posted that. That's wonderful. I love that face. No, you like it and you go, oh, hot. You put a couple fucking fire emojis and you move on and you go, ugh.
I don't post anything without being funny or plugging something.
Right. That's because you understand the job and a lot of people don't. But I'm just saying like the selfie is for the self, right? So we're just like, at this point, we're just enabling all these fucking narcissists by like, oh, you're good, you know, and yeah, it feels good when you get a lot of people like liking your picture and stuff, but it's just so weird that we've like become this society where we're all like playing this game where we pretend to like other people's selfies. We don't. Yeah, we don't. You go to your fucking Instagram and you look at your comments and if you get one negative comment, you're fucking Will Smith about it. And it's like, stop it. People used to fucking be killed for like, oh, I thought you were a Viking. You know what I mean? It's like, we watch too many Viking movies, but.
I don't know. For some reason, I zoned out in the middle of your tirade.
Oh, I do that to you all the time. No,
I zoned out. I'm like, I start thinking of other things. Are you done?
Sure. I only just brought this up because I know it gets me going and I needed some energy.
I brought it up.
Oh, well, I jumped in because I was like, I don't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, I saw a comic and he had a picture of a big theater. I go, this guy's selling out theaters? That's fucking amazing. And then I realized he was opening for somebody.
Yeah, probably different people. Like all along the way. Like it's like also, even if you're headlining, it's not a tour if it's just 3 rando dates and you're coming home in between. Like, you know, you're like, I'm in Portland, I'm in, you know, Sacramento, and I'm in Vegas. Oh, I'm doing the fucking Kill Everybody tour. It's like, no, you're not. You're doing Portland, Sacramento, and Vegas. Like, what? Has everything got to be a fucking tour? I'm doing a world tour, and all dates are 30 miles from my house.
Yeah, it's a tour bus on United.
Yeah.
I did when I was in Austin. I'm going back. I did Kill Tony. That was fucking...
You can stop doing that. That's probably...
What a great show that was at the Vulcan. Did I talk about this after I did it?
Probably.
I don't remember.
I probably zoned out.
Huh?
I probably zoned out. That's what we do.
But
that's what we do. That's how people say, what's your secret? Staying together so long. We zone out on each other.
For a year or two.
I zoned out. Wait.
I zoned out in 2020.
I zoned out in 2007. So.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm rubber, you're glue. Are you doing those kind of jokes now?
I was doing like a year after we were married.
When were we married? What year?
2006.
You think so?
Yeah.
This year will be how many years? 17? Jesus. That's like a lifetime, right?
Sure feels like it.
I'm telling you. Who are you telling? Yeah, he put up a clip for Kill Tony. And it's funny. It was just it was fun to do it. I'm going to try to do... I'm going back there in May to Austin. And... I don't think I'll be there the night he does it. No, I'll be there Friday and Saturday. We're doing the show next week. We just put it together real quick. Next Wednesday night at Uncle Vinny's, it's me, Florentine, and Joey Diaz.
Whoa, that's a killer show.
He hasn't done comedy in
Who, Joey Diaz?
Yeah, like a year. He hasn't done it.
Why?
He just, I guess, but now he's getting. I guess he wants to get back. Who knows? Maybe he needed a break. Maybe he got burnt out. You know. I wish I could financially take a year off. No, I like
You
doing
could
it. I would-
financially take a year.
I know, but I don't want to. I
Oh,
like
didn't you
working.
just take a kind of a year off with the COVID? I mean,
I still worked a little, but it's going to sell out.
I like going back
in
to
a day.
stand up. It's fun to do like intense writing, then go to stand. It's like you're always like kind of like, oh, you got something that you got like a palate cleanser all the time. I like that.
I got new material block for like the last year. I mean,
What?
I can't. I don't know. I can't come up with anything.
Do you want me to write you some stuff?
No.
Come on, let me do it. I would love to.
No, I just.
We won't tell anyone.
No, I got to do my own stuff.
But I could just come up with some premises for you that I see you kind of like dealing with around the house, and then.
I don't know. I watched Chris Rock last night. He was so fucking funny. It was so
Did he talk
good.
about the slap?
No. It was so good. And I'm going, and some of it was so easy to think about, but so clever. You're going, how the fuck did I not think of that?
Mm-hmm.
Or how the fuck did he come up with that? It was so good. I'm standing, and everybody was watching. Judd Apatow, what's his name? I don't know. It was just a bunch of comics down there watching, and it was Bobby came down, Kelly, and Sam Morrell was standing there, and Sam laughed. Sam's hard to make laugh for some reason. Although when I was upstairs, I got off. Sam was he goes, man, he was really funny, you know. Mm-hmm. And I slaughtered last night. I went on last night upstairs in the small room. And I go to a comic I go, how is it? He goes, they're kind of young. They were so fucking, you know. And I told the three girls sitting in the front row that I go, I wish you three weren't here. And there was two girls laughing. I go, I wish you guys would switch seats because you're just the worst three people I've ever had in my life. And they weren't even that bad, but the crowd, it was so easy.
It doesn't seem like the funniest thing to say.
No,
but
you gotta
yeah.
look at. You gotta when you look at them and they're just sitting there and they're young. And I go, why are you here? You know, leave.
Right.
And you're right. You got to be in the moment and be there. But and I'm not saying this to break. It was just so easy to go up there and do it. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been doing it a long time. It should be easy every time.
I know, and it was so much fun. The girl was hosting. What's her name? Oh, I forget her name.
I have no idea.
A white girl. Not Elva. Name some L's. Girl comics.
I don't even know any L names.
E.L.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Who?
Elena.
No. Oh, what's her name?
Eliza.
No, she's so nice too. Oh,
You don't have to. No one
I
cares.
gotta look it up.
You don't have to look it up. Stop.
Yeah,
Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let
Why?
go.
No.
Let go. It's not important. It's not important.
it is because it.
It's not. Our podcast is not. You don't get the bump from our podcast. Like, oh, so she's like, oh, I just got like 3,000 new followers. Oh, must be the Rich and Bonnie bump. No, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
No.
All right, so keep going. You got.
No.
I
Now
brought
you're
up-
looking for it.
I brought-
I
Las Vegas lineup. We don't
stop.
want to. Just go ahead, talk about something.
No.
I brought up everything.
I don't know what to talk about. Like, what am I going to talk about?
I don't know.
Because our lives are boring.
No.
Yeah.
Talk about.
I'm writing on 2 shows right now, so that takes up a lot of my time. I got to go to Chicago on Friday. Karen Fian and I are doing 2 different clubs in Chicago. Well,
No, you're doing the same club together.
we're doing Zanies in Chicago on Friday night. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're very excited about that. And then we're going to McHenry, Illinois. You ever been there?
Yep.
A place called Vixen.
Oh no, I don't think I was there.
Well, we're doing that club on Saturday. So it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a fun.
Yeah. There's
Fun
a lot of
show.
fans in Chicago.
Yeah, so hopefully if you're in Chicago, you'll come to the show. That would be great.
I can't find it.
Yeah, don't look. Who cares?
All
Okay.
right, forget it. I
I'm
can't
sorry.
find it.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
About what?
That you not being able to find your...
The girl that was hosting, she was funny, very funny. There's so many new comics at the cellar, I can't keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just go in once in a while. I went in to do Bobby's podcast, and I did a spot. In the middle of his podcast, I had to run up and down. And some girl he talked about that passed away that was a big comedy fan, and everybody knows, and I don't know if I know her, some girl, Sarah. She loved us. Just a big comedy fan, always stuck up for comedy.
Well, it feels like
she was just...
We're not in a great time for comedy. It's like...
Yes, we are.
Are we? Because
People
it feels
need
like you can't make any joke about anything.
Yes, you can.
I sound like some fucking, right-winger, but it does feel like even that joke, the Jada joke, it's like it seems so tame and mild to me. And it's like people really were like, well, you say something like that about some guy's wife, he's going to hit you. It's like,
no.
We have no decorum anymore. It's like ridiculous.
So what does she say? I loved you, or you should be in G.I. Jane too?
I mean, it seems crazy, but honestly, but the real people in real audiences are fine. Do you know what I mean? Like when you go out in the world,
they want to come to a show.
They're there to laugh. It's like it's a weird.
Fort Myers was great over the last weekend.
Yeah, it's a weird thing where on the one hand it's like everybody's like cracking down on comedians and jokes and stuff, and then on the other hand it's like it's as great as it's ever been in an actual club.
First of all, the people, no one's really cracking down. It's just fucking
it is
bloggers and people that are just ridiculous, and they, no one goes after rap artists for saying this or heavy metal, whatever.
Well, they kind of
do, but
yeah. But it's always like it's an easy target.
Comedy's easy, and they don't get comedy and don't take things out of context. You weren't at a show. You're just fucking
well, people
bad
actually.
writers. There's
it's
bad writers.
Wild how people take what you say as comedy and act like it's a true thing that you think. And it's like, well, I get that you don't want, I get that there's a certain very vocal group of people that don't like comedy or they use it for their political gain or whatever. But it's like, does it really make the world a better place to not be able to laugh at stuff that bothers you, or that, is it, let's say the joke was about alopecia, which I don't think it was. Would it really be that bad to make a joke comparing her to another beautiful woman with a bald head, even if it was about...
But no one's going beautiful women. The joke is...
No, it's... No, but he didn't compare her to some fucking troll. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wasn't like, oh, look, I can't think of some fucking ugly bald person, but
shave your head.
But no, I'm just saying, even if it was about alopecia, maybe some people with alopecia would actually enjoy that. Oh, I feel seen, and I can laugh about it, and it's a release. It's just when Amy Schumer came out and was like, did something happen?
Yeah.
And it was such a release. It's like, oh, we needed that. We needed someone to come and poke a hole in that energy. It's like, that's what comedy's for, that it's useful. And so it is weird that you're like, oh, let's take away that. For some people, it's not useful, I guess. They don't like it, and it's triggering. But why are you making it so that no one can have? It's like somebody being like, I don't like bandages because when you take them off, they really hurt. So now no one can have bandages. Is that a good analogy?
Not at all.
No. Okay.
Not at all. And the bandage
analogies are done. It's over.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like do you not see a room full of people laughing? That's a healing thing.
I just got a tweet. Pro-bandage people are upset with you.
Yes. I said no bandages from now on. They hurt. And why do you, when did bandages become so hard to open?
I know.
It's crazy.
Because
it's like an engineering guy.
Because they cut the paper down to save on paper, and you have to rip it. Bandage
but sometimes
inside.
Sometimes there's
they used to have a red. They used to have a red line, a piece of thread. Mm-hmm.
But the thread was costing.
You know how much thread costs if you're
so
making
much
10
money.
billion pieces of thread?
We were getting all our thread from Russia at one point. Now
maybe comedy is dead. Bandages, because they make it so tight to save on paper. even peanut shoes are smaller.
But I wonder if it's going to like even go to like where somebody's singing a song about like, some love that they lost, and then somebody else is like, hey, I never even had a love. So this is like really upsetting to me, and then that song gets canceled because it's like you're being offensive to people who've never been in love.
People that cancel stuff are just pussies because
well, I think that there are things that are upsetting. It's not like I'm not upset by it's not like I just walk around the world being like, oh, that's fine, that's cool. I am upset by things. I am upset by things.
Yeah, but you don't go and fucking...
But I don't make it my life's mission to fucking try... Like, I just don't see how certain things... Like, when there's... Like, let's focus on... I don't know what to do about Ukraine, but it keeps me awake at night, And it's like, there's nothing to be done. I gave money, but is that it? Is that the only thing you can do? And then I know it's so crazy, but I cry so hard when I see those videos of people like taking Ukrainian people in and stuff. But I would never do it. But it's like
there's probably I would take like a real hot girl into like a
well, I'd ask if she was good at cooking and cleaning.
I mean, there's got it. I mean, because Russian girls, Ukrainian girls, you know what I mean?
If they could make some pierogies for us, that would be nice. Are you good at cabbage rolls? I don't know if this is the right area of the
cabbage
world.
Rolls?
No.
It's Ireland.
Ireland for cabbage rolls?
Yeah, corned beef and cabbage.
Oh.
That's your heritage.
I thought Polish.
Maybe. I don't know, to tell you the truth.
We don't even know what foods to eat. Please give us a list of Ukrainian foods we can at least be eating. It's so funny to me when people like Raina's school says, we stand with Ukraine. It's like, you don't stand with Ukraine. You're at home on your couch. It's like, it's a weird thing to be like, how is this helping?
Also too, there
like we should paint our roof the colors of the Ukraine.
Well,
would that help? Is that helping?
The whole world, or a lot of people are upset that Louis won a Grammy. To me, in comedy, if it was the funniest album...
Well, first of all, never once is the funniest album ever won. Not one time in the history of the Grammys.
Well, the truth is, at least they're not picking Weird Al. That's not even a stand-up comic.
Well, they always pick the most famous person.
Yeah, they pick the most famous. And I'm sure Nate Bargatze was just as funny as Louis. I don't know.
I'm sure. I saw that special of Louis, and it was good. It's not his best work. He had some problems in it. There were some things that angered me in it. His next album or special was the same way, where I felt like there was stuff in it that
whatever. But when somebody does something that you think, they fucked up or they paid their price. You would, like an artist, you would never go to their house and take all their brushes away. If an artist did something, an artist would still keep painting. They would still keep painting.
You have to separate the person from their art. Otherwise, you will only get art made by healthy people. And I can't imagine a world where that's going to be good.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, anyone who had like... Anyone who's like completely normal is making art.
Yeah, it's
fucking, I don't think we want that. I don't think we want that.
Yeah, well, if there was no Chappelle's and fucking, Louis or, whatever, Whitney's.
Like, these are not perfect people. Yeah, these are just artists saying their thing.
Everybody in whatever job they're doing, I would say most people are damaged in this world. Some way or another. You're not going to take someone's fucking computer away at work because, they had a whatever. No one is that together in this world.
Well, I don't think pedophiles should be out of jail. But otherwise, I just think like, I don't know. I'm
not saying pedophiles.
It's what they're not. They're actually not mad at Louis at this point. They're mad at the people that voted for his album, and they're mad at the people going to see his shows. And
well, fuck, what are you supposed to do? You're not supposed to go to a football game or watch, whatever. Yeah, look, there's a time where I stopped watching Mel Gibson movies, but I didn't go on fucking line and tell people not to. It was my choice.
Right.
I didn't want to support him at the time.
Well, I think it's
And
okay to be
so-
vocal. I'm not saying that.
Well,
I'm
that's
just
me. You know, who am I to say, hey?
That's right. That's like put it in perspective.
who-
I guess with Louis, it's hard because a lot of people think that Louis did something so heinous and terrible, like akin to rape, that he could never be let back. And then there are other people who feel like, well, you know, what exactly was it that he did that was so wrong? And honestly, I feel like I see both sides of it in a way, because I feel like what he did was disgusting and wrong. And yeah, you know, it is annoying if you're a female in this business where it's always entangled with this other thing. And it's like, you know, I mean, if Louis C.K. asked you to, was like, oh, you're so funny, will you want to come to my room and like write? You would say no. But like, if you were a younger comedian, you'd be like, oh yeah, and you would never in a million years think something bad was going to happen. But a woman has to. She has to be like, I have to weigh these options now.
So then the woman could go, hey, why don't we just meet downstairs? And not put themselves in that. I'm not saying
I guess,
the victim is at fault.
No,
but
right.
You could
but,
take precautions in life.
Yes, but the man.
People
But,
aren't
but my
aware.
point is only that the man doesn't have to, right?
Yes,
like,
in certain. Yes,
not in a situation where it's like if a guy could reach out to you and be like, hey, you know, I think you're great. Can I open for you? Now, if a girl does it, it's like, you know, people that sometimes think like, oh, you're using your sexuality to get stuff, or you're trying to be flirty to get stuff. It's like being charming and being flirty are so intertwined, and it's you know, when a man does it, it's like fun and you're flattered by it. When a woman does it, you're like,
I don't know.
She just wants something from me. It's like the man just wants something from you too.
I don't know how to be charming.
No, I agree. But no,
I mean,
my point is that I think that there are issues with being a woman in this business that are not solved. However, I also think if you like, you should use your own voice when things happen to you. And if something happened to you in that time, then use your voice then. Don't wait for this whole thing to come to light and then be like, well, this happened to me and therefore da 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 da. These are things that happened 25 years ago. 25 years ago. Maybe for some people it wasn't that long ago, but
so there.
And I don't particularly even like Louis C.K. or care. I do think he's funny. I don't care if he never has a career again. That's not my issue. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I feel like he's had a good life. It's, you know, he's gotten away with a lot. It's fine. But I also don't think I want to spend all my energies on that.
But if somebody is,
if somebody did something to me, I would tell them in the moment, or I would be funny as hell about it on stage.
Here's the thing, if you're as good as he is, and he's a good comic,
I am as good as him.
Yeah, I'm better at crowd work, but he.
But why was it a contest between you and I now?
No, I'm just saying. No, not than you, than him. I'm better at crowd work than him, but he's a great comic. So, if every great person at what they do, every great person fucks up, that means they can never do it again. Like Louis, if he was painting houses, you would go, okay, good for you. He still did what he did or whatever. I don't know. You know, so that doesn't mean you can't do what you're great at. Yeah,
I don't care if he gets to do it again. I really don't. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
But I also don't want to spend all my energies like making sure he doesn't do it again. It's like, okay.
To me, I don't care whether anybody does stand up or doesn't do stand up.
Right.
To me, it's the point of not letting them,
right.
and you know. Who controls what you could do, or how big the price is you have to pay, or you know, when is your penalty up? You know, there was a baseball player, Steve Howe. I guess he was a pitcher for the Yankees. Got caught with coke 7 times with cocaine, and how many chances? They kept giving him chances because he was good at what he did. You know, so what do you draw? Obviously, if you're a pedophile, you get caught. You could still do comedy, but if I was a club owner, I wouldn't hire you. It's not the person that commits the crime is still going to try to do what they do. So you can't blame that. You know, if I was a drug addict, that doesn't mean, you know, when I was a drug addict, I did fucking horrible shit. But that doesn't mean I can't do anything again now. I fucking, am helping fucking drug addicts to try to get clean or talking about it. So you never know what maybe in 5 years, he'll be giving, I'm using him as an example.
Who?
Louis, just as an example, maybe in 5 years from now, he'll be giving lectures on what not to do and how he turned it around.
Oh, he'll be giving lectures. He loves giving lectures.
Well, you know what I mean. So
I'd rather him masturbate in front of me instead of get one of his lectures.
Also, look, I've gone to fucking, when I was in rehab or meetings or whatever, where ex-convicts and fucking
right, but then we say
sitting there carrying the message of recovery.
Yeah, and you say, oh, give these people a second chance, right? Like, give these people a second chance. Let them come back into society. They've had these shitty lives, and despite what they've done, we should let them, integrate back into society. And but there's certain people that I just think it's like just certain vocal people though, because honestly, there's other issues. What if I was like yelling like, nobody's talking about the Ukraine, nobody's going there, nobody's doing anything, nobody
You're not doing it.
No, I know, but what if that was my cause and then I got mad at people? Because there's people online that are getting mad at comics for not denouncing the Louis C.K. thing. And it's like, well, I mean, I honestly think the worst thing we can do to Louis is just ignore him. Like, every time we're loud about it, it sends people off to politicize the issue with their pocketbooks, so they'll go see him. But
you're saying ignore him. If you watch,
I'm just saying, like,
if you listen to his album and go, that was great, and you said, you're doing an interview, saying radio, hey, did you hear Louis' new album? You wouldn't go, I'm ignoring you. You'd go, yeah, that was great. It was funny.
No, I don't bring it up.
If somebody asked you. If somebody...
Well, I mean, we're talking about it now, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So you don't... maybe...
I'm just saying...
all the trolls and all the blogging and all the bullshit. You just take advantage of the art form from somebody. That's it. If that's what you want to do. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying...
I don't either.
Neither do I. I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is... and I'm not pro Louis or anti Louis, I'm pro comedy and pro.
I just don't think you should blame. I don't think you should blame other comedians for something Louis did. It's like the time that they were like, "Oh, Louis working at the Cellar," and they wanted women to stop working at the Cellar. It's like, why would we stop working? Like, that's to me crazy. Or like, why are you getting mad at me for not denouncing him or whatever? Get mad at him. Use your anger to him. That's fine. That's where it belongs. Yeah, but like to get mad at everyone else because they don't hold the same opinion as you, that's like me getting mad at everyone about like another issue. It's like, let's say alopecia. Why is no one fucking defending alopecia? Like, fuck that. It's a serious. It's like, should I go around to other comics and be like, why you should, fuck Chris Rock. Alopecia's bad. Like, I don't know. It's like,
were there comics that were taking fucking Will Smith's side?
I don't know that any comics were, but I know there was a lot of people on Twitter that were like, Chris Rock deserved it.
Really?
Yeah, people had the opinion that you shouldn't say something about somebody's wife, but now the tide has changed slightly so that Jada is getting all the hate because Jada said, I wish he didn't do that. He overreacted. And so now people are mad at her. And it's like, why? Like, this is what always, like, look,
they all
again,
their careers.
I don't, I know, but I don't like Jada Pinkett Smith. Who gives a shit? I don't want to defend her. I'm not a stan. What do they say now? But the fact is it always gets piled onto the woman. Like, eventually the woman who did nothing. She didn't say anything to Chris Rock. She didn't say anything to her husband. Those two fucking had an interaction, but she's the one to blame. Like,
her face, she did make facial.
So what? Somebody made a joke about her. She rolled her eyes. Okay. She didn't go fucking nail his ass.
You didn't see her kick him?
Oh, go get up there. No.
You didn't see it?
I mean, people were like, she could have stopped him. It's like, what? Why is it her fault?
No, it's not. But she could have reached him.
She could have, but I'm just saying, like, the fault lies directly.
If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
I'm just saying, of course, it always comes
didn't
back
make
to
that
the most hated. You know, she's considered like the most hated woman in Hollywood right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's like, because people are like, your husband defended you and now you're not standing by him. It's like, do you have to stand by your, if you did it, I'd be like, hey, I wish he hadn't done that. That's not right.
You know I wouldn't have
So
done
many
it.
things I go, I wish he hadn't done that. I'm used to saying that though. But I mean, it's like, really? Like, she's not allowed to be like, hey, I don't condone violence. I don't think that was right. Oh, how dare you? How dare you say that? People are fucking, and I said it before, I said it again. People who defend celebrities at all costs are just, they need to be taken off the planet. You don't deserve to be here. There's no reason for you to be here. You're not doing anything good for anyone if you're just blindly supporting a celebrity that has more money, more resources, more privilege than you, doesn't care about you, saw you in the street, would kick you. Like,
well, they
step on you with their stiletto. Like,
celebrities just don't walk up and kick you.
yeah, they would. If you were in their way when they were going to their limo, they would just fucking, ew, get this fucking piece of shit out of here. They're like, please, I need water. I've been a fan of yours. I defended you on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. Like, you would not. They're like, get the fuck away
Teddy
from me.
Bergeron had the funniest bit. He passed away. The funniest bit about Caesar going through the street, you know, and some guy on the, you know, just
Yeah.
Caesar, you're the greatest Caesar of all time. I love you. You're the best. Kill him.
Right, but that is perfect,
It
because
was
that's
so
exactly what I'm
funny.
talking about. It's like, what are you doing with your life that you're like it's like they have to Google and search up somebody saying bad about someone they love, you know.
Let me see if I can find that bit. It's so fucking funny.
Keep Britney Spears' name out of your fucking mouth. It's like, she hates you. She would never be in the same room with you.
I know.
I have way more of a chance of meeting Britney Spears and being friends with her than you do. Even after everything I fucking said about her.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Caesar bit. It looks like there aren't many matches. Oh, fuck.
All right, that's you probably spelled Caesar wrong, but okay.
No. Did I? How do you Ceasor?
Mm-hmm. You think that's right?
No, is it not? How do you spell Caesar?
C-A-E.
What?
C-A-E.
Yeah. Oh. S-A-R bit. Let's see if that comes up. It's so... Oh, no. God damn, these people.
It's not on Instagram. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us.
I was looking on Google, not Instagram.
None of this can be used as a clip because
Why?
I don't want any hate.
What do you
This should be behind a paywall, this podcast.
Why?
Because I don't want, like, people that I'm talking about to know.
Well,
that I'm talking
I'm
about 'em.
saying in this world, being in recovery and an ex-drug addict, I turned my life around. Some people, or a lot of people, deserve a second chance. That's all. You know.
Or
Not
they just
pedophiles. Not
or
pedophiles, though. Or rapists. Or murderers. Well, murderers, you don't know. Sometimes it's an act of passion, and you just lose your mind.
well, you're really not supposed to, like,
What?
judge
Kill-
other people regardless. I mean, if you're religious, I don't know. I think that you are.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm not religious.
You believe in God, right?
That doesn't make you religious. You could believe in, you know, a
If you
higher
got to
power.
stop pulling at your neck. It's
I know,
so hard
yeah.
to watch.
I hate my neck.
Well, then don't pull at it. That makes it worse.
I'm getting ready to sing. That's all.
Okay, what? You
All right.
believe in God?
I believe in a power greater than myself, and that power.
That's me.
And I like to
I'm
call-
your God.
All right, listen. This weekend I'll be in Baltimore at Magooby's. Next weekend, Seneca Casino with Bobby Kelly and Louis J. Gomez. Bobby's headlining show, and he's bringing Louis and I along. It's his show, but all of our shows. So If you're a fan of Bobby's, Lewis, or mine, or all of us,
Let's use a clip from last week's show.
come to Seneca Casino. The week after that, I'll be at Comedy Connection in Rhode Island.
Since we had nothing.
Go to richvoss.com. Yeah, there wasn't anything funny whatsoever. But it was a good podcast, but there was nothing funny. If you stick your head out, you can't see your horrible neck like that.
It's all in how you sit. Look at how much better that
Look
looks.
at that. I
And this.
never open my eyes.
Then this. I
Okay.
look like 100, then I go,
Now you look 88.
thank you.
I was watching Chris Rock last night, and then Bobby was sitting in my car. We're talking, and Bobby brought up this headliner's tour dates. Theater sold out. And then it hit me. I did a $45 cameo yesterday. I can't do that anymore.
I've already told you how I feel about it.
I can't do it.
A $45 cameo.
Well, it's $50, but after they take their cut.
I'll do a cameo. I'm not even on Cameo. But if somebody wants me to do a cameo, I will join it. But it's $1,000 for one cameo. Sorry, that's what I charge. But I'll make it good. No nudity.
Know what I'm going to do, I think? People always ask to play golf with me. I should charge them $1,000 and they get to play golf with me, but they have to pay for the.
Then they
golf
feel
round.
like they've paid. Now they can just be. You already have problems with people you golf with.
No, I'm talking about fans.
Who would want to do that?
Yeah, to spend a day 4 hours with me, it's $1,000. Oh, you know what? On a great course, $500 if you.
Oh
wanna
my
play
God!
golf.
Now just keep going. It'll be $45
No.
by the end of the fucking.
Here, let me finish. If it's just you and I, $500.
Let me finish. I say that all the time, and you don't care. Okay.
Oh, I go $500.
I had to say one funny thing this podcast.
If you want to play golf with me, it's $500.
Uh-huh.
If it's a foursome, you and two friends, $1,000, and I'll play golf with you guys. And you at your course, and you buy lunch.
Okay.
All right, that's
Deal.
a good deal.
Deal.
A foursome and 3 people. That's a good deal.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Karen Feehan, and myself are going to be in Chicago, Zanies, on Friday, the 7th or the 8th. I don't know which one that is. And then McHenry's, Illinois, Vixen's Comedy Club on the Saturday, the 8th. Is it the 8th? Sorry, that's the 8th is in Zanies, and the 9th is at Vixen's. Okay, thank you, everybody. Bye.
All right, you got my dates. I'm fucking done, too. I carried this one again. Thank you.
Did
You were good. You were good.
I was like saying real stuff.
You were real stuff. I was good
Yeah.
stuff.
I was like,
Real and good mixed,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. You were real. No, you were good. You were real and I was good.
yeah,
Real good. Get it? All right. Are we done?
I hope so.
So do I.
My Wife Hates Me was created and hosted by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcast. Subscribe to the podcast by visiting mywifehatesmepodcast.com.
Suicide pact, he's totally sober. She's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.